What transformations of the exponential parent function y equals 3 to the x will result in the graph of the exponential function y equals 5, 6 times 3 to the x plus 1? Okay, so let's first point out the different values in this second function from the parent function. So first we have a different a value, which is the number in front of the base there. And so a equals 5 6. And that basically tells us that the whole exponent with the base and everything will be multiplied by a fraction less than 1, making all of the y values smaller than what the parent function would be. And so because of that, we know a is less than 1. That indicates that it's going to be vertically compressed because all of those y values will end up being smaller. And then the other thing with the a value is that it's positive. So because it's greater than 0, that means that all of the y values will continue positive and they won't be flipping and going negative under the x-axis. And so there's no reflection over the x-axis. The next thing is the k value. And so k is 1, the number in front of x. And so since k is 1, that means that there's no horizontal dilation, so it's not getting bigger because it's not being multiplied by anything bigger, and it's not getting smaller because it's nothing less than 1 there. And so we can just put here no horizontal dilation. And also because k is positive, so because it's greater than 0, again, there's going to be no reflection, but this time over the y-axis, because if it was negative, then it would flip the entire graph over the y-axis. And then the next thing is our c value, and so c is the number subtracted from the x term. And so in this case, it's going to be negative 1 because x plus 1 can be written as x minus negative 1, and the form has a minus after the x, and so the c value will actually be negative 1. And so because of that, that helps us know what our horizontal shift will be. And so basically we know the horizontal shift by taking c divided by k, and since k is just 1 here, then c divided by k is just negative 1 over 1, which is negative 1. And so we know there'll be a horizontal shift of 1, and it's going to be going to the left because it is negative. So the last thing is the number added or subtracted at the end after the exponent. And since there's nothing there, then d is 0 in this case. And so that tells us if it's a vertical shift or not. And so if it's going up or down. Since it's 0, that means that there's no vertical shift. And so let's go ahead and summarize our answer. The graph of y equals 5, 6 times 3 to the x plus 1 is produced by transforming the exponential growth parent function by vertically compressing its graph by a factor of 5, 6 and translating its graph 1 unit to the left. Since k equals 1, there is no horizontal dilation and no reflection over the y-axis. Since d equals 0, there is no vertical translation, and since a is positive, there is no reflection over the x-axis.